the United States on its plans for a renewed ground operation? And is this something that the U.S. supports, a massive ground operation into Gaza?
Again, if there was a conversation about that, it is not something that I'm going to share the details with anybody anywhere. It's not
Does the
personal.
U.S. support a ground operation?
I'm not going to comment or speculate or anything in that regard when it comes to something as serious as negotiations in an area where there's a conflict that we are working every day to stop, and we have been the lead in the ceasefire aspects. We've been the lead in bridges to the next steps, and we are dealing with a terrorist organization that cannot remain at all in that region because of what they do. They then continue the suffering, and it's the simplest thing in the world. Hamas could release the hostages, which they still have, and the bodies of those that they've killed, and they could lay down their arms, and the suffering would end. All of this would end, and the questions come back, understandably, to the State Department, to Marco Rubio, to envoys, to people trying to get it to stop about one thing, or why haven't you done this, or would you do this? It is Hamas it's one step it could take, and the carnage could end. And I appreciate what you're asking, but I have certain limits in what I can express when it comes to the way decisions get made. But what we do know is that decisions have been getting made that have stopped the fighting, that have given us the first glimmer of hope in ages. And we're going to continue that kind of work because we do care, and we are determined to get peace. And we're the closest we've been in most areas than we've been in ages, and that needs to continue. Yes, sir.